Welcome, Tiger fans. This evening, the Arlington Tigers face off against the Hamilton Wildcats. We'll see tonight which cat will come up on top.
The Arlington Tigers will be hosting the game tonight. Hamilton Wildcats are coming in. The Tigers have been on very dominant performance these opening games, but more on Hamilton. Hamilton is a really young team, stated by the head coach, and has seen a lot of talent coming into this game. With the young experience, I'm very excited to see which cat comes out on top. Speaking about the coach, we were able to talk about the new head coach, Coach Johnson. He actually graduated from Hamilton and then went to Middle Tennessee, played professionally for the Cowboys, Texans, and Falcons.
These two cats have been polar opposites when it comes to their game outcomes. Hamilton has lost their first two games, while Arlington has won their first two games. It'll be interesting how this translates tonight.
The Hamilton Wildcats are still seeking out their first touchdown of the season, allowing 84 points, while the Tigers have only allowed one touchdown this season so far. Hopefully we'll see the Hamilton Wildcats get their first touchdown tonight.
It's been a bit drizzly out here on the Tiger field. Though it's turf, I'm curious to see how this rain will affect our players.
Ashton, we have some of the captains here tonight. Can you talk about some of the captains here?
Definitely. Tonight's Tiger captains for this game will be Senior John Burke, Senior Carson Kelly, Senior Jackson Stickles, and Senior Chal Smith.
Here will come out the Wildcats kickoff team.
What are your thoughts on the game today, Connor?
My thoughts on the game today, it's going to be an interesting one. Definitely the Tigers, I would say, are the favorite just because Hamilton, they are a very young team, but definitely a promising future for sure. Got number 14 about to receive the ball here. And here comes the Hamilton kickoff team. Here's the ref getting it set up here. But Ashlyn, what are your thoughts of tonight?
We spoke with the Hamilton coach earlier, and it's definitely prominent to us that this team is really young, and he's hoping to build them up to become a greater force over the years. But definitely, they've been showing more and more improvement through their skills. Just started the game.
Ooh. This one will be called back. The referee signaling.
Missing that ball, chasing after it. We've got the Arlington football team on the sideline there.
Must have been a bad kickoff as they're going to restart this game. It was definitely a great kick from them right there, though. See if he can produce that again for the Wildcats.
We have number 16, Caleb Knotts from Hamilton.
Picking off the ball. Big punt right there.
Caught by number 14, Arlington. Luke Turner.
Yeah, make some moves, breaking some tackle. He's still going. He tackled at the 40-yard line right there.
Hamilton is definitely pumped about that.
Yeah, I mean, getting a tackle on that guy, he definitely seemed like he was definitely going to go further. Luke Turner right there.
Compared to the other two teams Arlington has played, this is definitely a great start to how Hamilton wants to be seen by these Arlington Tigers.
For tonight's goal for the Hamilton Wildcats, I would really say, oh, here's a little bit of trickery right here. Number 14 again, up the sideline, gonna get pushed out of bounds there about at the 35 into Hamilton's field.
Hamilton's number 1, Jerry Gibson.
Yeah, Luke Turner picking up a good 25-yard reception right there. Way to start off the game.
Hamilton is definitely putting up a fight.
Here's Nick Anderson going around the stretch, going towards the sideline, keep on going upfield. He's going to keep on going, gain about 10 yards right there.
Arlington definitely trying to push through, but they're getting stopped by that Hamilton defense.
talking about Nick Anderson, he actually came and got hurt last game. Do you remember that, Ashlyn?
Yes, definitely a big shock to the Arlington Tigers, but glad to see he's back on the field. Definitely a key component when it comes to Arlington Tigers.
Yeah, and we have the star quarterback here. He's starting tonight, Rod Lucas. This one will be called a timeout for the Wildcats here. Just get this this play sorted out.
Hamilton's coach is definitely really confident in his players. Though it's a young team, he
has a great amount of experience, really. And his experience is definitely translated to the players. I mean, as a team, as coming from a team not from Arlington and coming from a losing season in Rhoda, I had a lot of experience where I found it really troubling whenever my team scored 0 points to come back onto the field. But you can see that these Hamilton Wildcats have really expanded and really taken on the challenge. They look excited to come out here.
Definitely tell that their coach definitely believes in them and motivates them. Though they come back from a loss, they're still here giving their all.
Oh, and that one will be a little overpassed right there. Doing yeah, and that was a big incompletion right there. Just a little overthrown from Rod Lucas. He is only a sophomore. It's definitely a lot to see from him. And here's number 3, just getting swallowed up right there, and that'll be a tackle for a loss of about 2 yards. Great play from Hamilton. Definitely great to see the young team being able to swallow that up right there.
Hamilton is definitely putting up a fight. Really impressive.
Be 3rd down and 12 here. Cameron Johnson on the screen for you, number 3. Really young, he's a junior, and he's scored 2 touchdowns this season so far. There's some motion in the backfield. Rod Lucas surrounding, and that'll be caught by Cameron Johnson. He's going upfield. He's going to try to get that 1st down, but will not be able to convert right there.
Stop around the 15. Tigers coming from 2 wins. May have feel a little overconfidence, but the Hamilton Tigers are definitely putting a stop to that.
Yeah, those Hamilton Wildcats have definitely proven themselves as not as easy as the Tigers have thought. And here's a 4th down pass. It will be a little overthrown. That will be a turnover on the Tigers. Jackson Flowers not being able to complete the catch right there.
Tigers having a little trouble compared to these last 2 games they've been competing in. Really interesting compared to the first 2 starts of their past games.
Yeah, 2 first starts for the Arlington offense. They have really come out strong, so it's really surprising to see the Tigers not scoring a touchdown here. But here comes out the defense, which has definitely been some of the best on the team right now. Last week, I believe one of them was player of the game.
Jaron Jackson Jr. definitely by...
He's a defensive end, and he's gone 12 tackle for losses and 2 sacks. He is definitely a great addition to this team, as he has transferred to the Christian Brothers. Here will be another timeout called. You can see the white hat jotting down some of the players here. But yeah, definitely an exciting game to see here. Definitely just getting this offense and defense sorted out so far. As you can see, you actually have Coach Jeb Jones. Can you talk more about him, Ashlyn?
Definitely. Coach Jeb Jones is a new addition to the Arlington football team. He's the new head coach this year, and he's definitely been working really hard on the Arlington Tigers football team, trying to reshape them into a force to be reckoned with, shown by their past 2 wins. So it'll be definitely interesting how that'll play out when they play the larger schools later in the season.
We are moving.
Here comes out the offense and defense again. Let's see how they can do here. Robinson kind of loading up the line here. It'll be a quick run up the middle, which will be stopped. Such a great defensive performance from the Tigers right there. Definitely a little bit of a shocker right there, as that is the first time.
Tigers are definitely, with 9 minutes left of this quarter, they still haven't gotten a touchdown, which is very surprising compared to their last 2 games.
There will be another run from the Wildcats, which will be just swallowed up again. Not getting any yard gainage right there.
So far in the Arlington Tigers season, it's definitely proven that their defense line is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
That'll actually be a loss of 1. This will be 39. This might be a 4-and-out stop, which the Arlington Tigers defense has really seen. From week 1, the whole defense was nominated as the best player of the game, as they held Raleigh, Egypt to 0 4th down conversions when they attempted about 8. Here's a flag on the play. Let's see what the White Hat says about this. It'll be on the offense, and they will be marched back 5 yards here. This will be a huge 3rd down conversion for the Hamilton Wildcats. It is about 3rd and 14. Let's see what they decide to run here. Definitely the O-line looking a little big out there for the Wildcats. Here's a little bit of motion. A miss snap. He'll be in the end zone trying to run this one. He'll find some room though. Go upfield and
moving away from that touchdown the Tigers were wanting. They're getting stopped by that Hamilton defense. Hamilton is definitely ecstatic about that.
Yeah, that was almost a safety for the Wildcats right there, which would have granted. But here's a quick little replay of that. Over snapped by the center, and the quarterback will be scrambling, trying to really find some room right here, but will just luckily be able to get it and not get a safety, which is just great from the young quarterback. And looks like Hamilton will be electing to punt this one off. A little bit of confusion on the Hamilton Wildcats though, as one of their players is being told to get off the field, as maybe I think they have one too many people. But there will be a flag, as there is a 12th man on field.
That'll definitely happen when this Hamilton Wildcats team is a bit inexperienced when it comes to football. Being a younger team, they don't have as many older players, and mistakes do happen.
Another player from the Hamilton coming out of the field. They had 13 men on the field. Definitely a little bit of inexperience from the Wildcats team there, but here's a nice little punt.
Ball getting launched, caught by number 15.
Number 15, Will Turner going upfield. He'll get a huge gain right there.
Stopped by number 16, Wildcats. Caleb Knotts again.
Yeah, Caleb Knotts having a great first couple of minutes here. There will be a flag on the play, it seems.
There is definitely a flag on the field.
See what the white hat says about this one. We'll be talking about this one here. And it looks like it will be on the receiving team there. So it will be marched back. Oh. The Tigers will still have possession of this ball, though. And here comes out the offense again here.
Hamilton Wildcats are definitely bringing up a fight with a little less than 6 minutes left on the quarter. Arlington and Hamilton still at 0. Very interesting compared to other games.
Rod Lucas scrambling out of the pocket here. He's looking downfield. And it will be an interception for the Wildcats.
Number 84 scrambling to get that ball down.
But will be tackled by the... Oh, and he will get the ball. What is... Some confusion on the play. It should be the Tigers' ball as Rod Lucas stripped the ball out of the person's.
We got a replay of that of Hamilton's number 84, Antonio Selman, getting that ball and being really excited about having it and just trying to get through, eventually getting stopped by number 10 on Arlington.
You can see there, he wasn't down yet as Rod Lucas stripped the ball. But it seems as if the ref blew the play a little too early right there.
Definitely a bit of confusion.
But Hamilton will get the ball here, and that'll be a huge turnover for the Tigers. Here's Hamilton's O-line getting lined up here. Two great people. You can see Carson Kelly signaling to other people, telling them to look out for that wide receiver. There will be a flag. Let's see what the white hat says about this one here. And it will be a called offsides against the defense, marching the Wildcats 5 yards closer to that first down. It will be 1st and 5 here.
This is definitely very interesting for the Hamilton Wildcats. Their record so far is lost 2 games this season. Coach says they are getting better, and it's definitely shown here how this game has been going against the Arlington Tigers. Definitely a surprise to the Arlington Tigers. Still 0 with a little less than 5 minutes 30 in the quarter.
Run up the gun again. It will be stopped again, not getting any yardage on the play. Tigers really definitely watch some film, as that is now their 3rd time trying to run up that A or B gap right there, but not succeeding at all.
We've got a replay of that. Arlington trying to get through, but eventually getting stopped.
Yeah, it is great how Arlington can fill up those holes immediately as soon as they're blown up. And just absolutely attacking downfield, making sure that that Wildcat cannot get any yardage on that play.
Compared to the last 2 games Arlington has played, this is definitely doing very well for the Hamilton Wildcats, staying on their side.
Another run there. They have not passed yet, but have only run inside. But here's a third down and 4, or about 3. Should be 4th down. See, the announcer said 4th down, but on the little pylon it says 3rd.
Compared to the last 2 games, the Tigers have been playing more offense than defense, but against the Hamilton Wildcats, it seems that they're playing more defense.
Just a little out of reach there. Number 28, Lamonte Brown. unfortunate that they cannot get a connection right there. And here will be for 4th down. It looks like the Wildcats will be bringing out their punt team. Here's a little replay of that. See number 2 rolling out of the pocket, trying to get that pass off. Just unfortunately throw it a little too far forward for Lamonte Brown. Very unfortunate for the Wildcats right there.
That'll definitely happen with being a little bit inexperienced, but compared to the last 2 games, the Hamilton Wildcats are actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, from the Tigers' perspective, these last 2 games have been a really easy cakewalk. But this one has not been as easy. And the Tigers will make sure that they do not muff this punt and will just elect it to roll. The Tigers will be electing to receive this ball about the 21-yard line. Let's see what the Tigers offense can do here.
We've got a replay of that. Hamilton passing that ball back and kicking it. And Arlington deciding not to go after it.
Yeah, they didn't want to make sure. They wanted to make sure that Hamilton could not get that ball back. See if the offense can actually produce this time. Unfortunate offense that first time. They had a 4th down turnover conversion, and then that second time an interception. Let's see if Rod Lucas can get it done here, but there will be a flag on the play, and this one will be called dead. Here's a look at the white hat. The offsides on the defense. Wildcats getting a 5-yard penalty, and this will be 1st down and 5 yards. Number 9 getting blown up for another tackle for loss. That is just huge defense right there. Kieran Foster, running back. He's a junior, and he's the duo of Cameron Johnson. Yeah, and that's not the greatest look for the Arlington Tigers, as they have been just getting blown up so far.
Tigers may be a little scared. They've been used to being close to touchdowns, but now they're trying to prevent a touchdown by these Hamilton Wildcats, being a significantly smaller team than the Arlington Tigers. Definitely an underdog type of story going on here. Number 10, Ron Lucas, trying to get that, but getting stopped at 30.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of Wildcat formation right there. He'll just elect that to run it by himself. Rod Lucas also playing basketball. He's definitely been a great addition to this team, as it is only his 1st year as a QB for football. He's been a great addition, though. Here's another Wildcat formation, and he'll just run up, taking some hits there, but he will get the 1st down for the Tigers. Here's a quick little replay. You can see Rod Lucas just trying to get all that contact, trying to still drive forward here. It takes about 4 Wildcats to try to get him right there, but he will still get the 1st down. Here will be a handoff to Cameron Johnson, finding some room upfield. He's keep on going.
Oh, flag on the play, but he's still going.
Tackled out of bounds. Let's see what this flag is from the head referee. The refs will be talking about this. The head referee wearing the white cap.
We got a replay of that. Getting the ball passed back. Number 3 absolutely turning on the rocket boosters. The flag going on the field, but he keeps on going and eventually getting tackled off the field.
And the flag from the Arlington Tigers will be holding, which is just a great upset, as Cameron Johnson got about 40 yards right there. Just unfortunate that one of the players was holding there. But seeing that, I can definitely see that the Tigers offense can definitely get the ball rolling here. Here's the hike. It'll be stopped again. The
Tigers getting the Tiger treatment, getting stopped as soon as they try to go anywhere. With a little bit less than a minute left on the clock for this quarter, Tigers and Wildcats are both at 0, which is very interesting considering the last 2 games the Tigers have played.
Yeah, the last 2 games, the Tigers have been up about 40 points each coming into the half. Of course, this is only the end of the first quarter, and they will have to talk this one over a little bit. It is very interesting to see no points scored so far. Here's the hike, though. Rod Lucas electing to have a little short pass right there. Cameron Johnson.
Getting stopped around the 40.
A nice little pass there. It's not getting a huge amount of yards. Yeah, but it'll be about 3rd and 3 yards away. Let's see if the Arlington Tigers can come and get another first down here. Here's the hike. Rod Lucas electing to get it by himself, though. He keeps on going. Gets first down and more. Getting tackled about the 49 for the Wildcats side.
With 0 left on the clock for the quarter, Tigers at 0 and Wildcats still at 0.
That'll be a tough first quarter here. The team's definitely going to need a talk about this one. Both defenses really playing great tonight. Here's the student section.
Student section is definitely showing out the blue crew. We've got flags, tiger heads, themed camo tonight.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's theme is camo, and you can definitely see them, or well,
they're so on theme you can barely see them. They're blending into the stands so well.
Good one, Ashlyn. Yeah, but you can see the Arlington's offense talking this one over here. Coach Jones, the new head coach. And you can also see the Hamilton talking with his defense. That is the new head coach, Coach Johnson. Definitely a great game so far. Even though it has not led to any points, the defensive sides have been great.
The new quarter starting is definitely great start to Hamilton, stopping that Arlington.
Yeah, and that's the last play you saw for Rod Lucas to get that first down before the end of the first quarter. But here they go again, 49-yard line. Oh, and a lot of Wildcats will be jumping on the ball right there. About 4 of them. Rod Lucas definitely having that voice, and he will also be starting the second quarter today. Here's the head coach. And that one's not too
We've got a replay of that early start by the Wildcats, them going and realizing, oh shoot, we weren't supposed to go.
Yeah, definitely a big mistake from the Wildcats, but here comes number 9, going off field, big hole, finding some open field, getting tackled about the 20-yard line.
Getting tackled by number 5, Hamilton.
Yeah, Kieran Foster, great addition to this team as well. But there will be a flag on the play. It seems like as soon as the Tigers get a huge play, there will always be a flag. This one's more towards the back field. Here you can see, yeah, Kieran Foster getting this handoff, going straight up the field, finding some open room, trying to break that tackle. You see that flag come out. It'll be holding called on the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 10 again. Definitely heartbreaking to see. I mean, 1st and 15, folks. Definitely upsetting to see as Cameron Johnson having a huge 40-yard gain, and then Kieran Foster, the dual running back, having a huge gain about 30 yards, and both of them being called back. That is just so upsetting for the Tigers to see here.
Hamilton is definitely hyped about how they're performing so far. Start of the second quarter, and they're still at 0-0.
Oh, he'll be taking this one deep. It'll be caught by the Tigers! A huge gain right there. That would be about 35 yards.
Turner really showing up tonight. And he's gotten some good receptions, good punt recoveries, good everything, good kickoff recoveries, everything like that. Luke Turner seems like to be the man tonight. Here's Rod Lucas with the handoff. Oh, and he keeps on going. He's still on his feet. He's still going. He tackled around the 2 right there, Kieran Foster.
Getting stopped just before that end zone and that possible touchdown. Got a replay of that. Getting stopped just before. Arlington trying to push forward, and Hamilton trying their very best to stop Arlington. Really close to that touchdown.
Oh, and a little bit of a tush-push action here. That'll be touchdown, Tigers! Number 11 right there, Nick Anderson getting the touchdown.
Arlington finding that touchdown that they've been looking for last quarter.
You see Rod Lucas coming into the sideline here. Great quarterback right there. So Ashland, usually the quarterbacks switch out every quarter. You talk about the 2 new young quarterbacks for the Arlington Tigers.
Definitely, we've got Rod
Lucas,
who's been showing up for this game. He's been playing very well.
and Jack Tidwell. He's been also doing really well as well, right?
Yes, definitely.
He's definitely more, I would say, a good he's a really great passer. But both of them have great aspects of the ball.
They both perform really well when it comes down to it.
Yeah, but Arlington getting the first points tonight, and also the point after attempt getting is good. Here's a quick little replay. You can see just Arlington getting into the end zone right there. My correction, it was Rod Lucas who got that touchdown for the Tigers. A little bit of touch push action. The Eagles and Cowboys did play yesterday. Eagles coming out on top there.
I feel like the main goal for the Hamilton Wildcats and their main struggle for their season so far is stopping these touchdowns from these bigger teams. They're definitely trying that with Arlington. Definitely shows compared to the past games that Arlington has played.
Oh, a nice little onside kick, but will be out of bounds, which will have a flag. Just because it was kicked out of bounds, the Wildcats can't accept this one. Not advised, though, because they will start at their own 40. But it seems as if it was kicked off around their own 45. So it'd be more better to decline this penalty here and start at the 45.
We've got a replay of Arlington kicking off, deciding to have all their players come up.
Some trickery right there.
And getting it kicked, but it going off field with
Nick Anderson sliding, trying to get it. He was just not able to that time. They started the game last time against East the same way. Definitely a little bit of pattern right there.
May seem to be one of their favorite plays with how excited they become when they all get together at the ball.
Yeah, and it looks like the Wildcats were smart and declined that penalty. A little bit of motion right here. It'll be a handoff. Oh, not a handoff. He'll lose the ball and fumble, recovered by the Tigers.
Tigers are definitely excited about that. Number 2 on Hamilton, a bit disappointed.
Number 50, McIntyre, will be able to get that recovery right there.
We've got a replay of that. Hamilton pushing that back, getting past the number 2 and fumbling the ball, and Arlington regaining that.
Yeah, that's really great from the Tigers, getting able to get that paw inside and really club that ball out of there. It's really great from the Tigers right there. That's exactly what the Tigers were coming in to do. There's Rod Lucas with a quick little pass, but will be
dropping the ball. Bit of a struggle with dropping the ball today from the Arlington Tigers. Brian Morales not catching that.
Yeah, he was just a little too excited to catch and run upfield. It's very unfortunate. As you can see, here's a little bit confusion here. Rod Lucas signaling to his O-line, making sure they know what play it is. Seems like it's going to be a run here. Yep. Gonna be Cameron Johnson going upfield. Oh, breaking some tackles. Keeps on going, breaking another tackle. He just stiff armed that man. Oh my gosh. Cameron Johnson getting about 25, 30 yards right there.
Got Cameron Johnson here. He's a junior running back. Went straight through that Hamilton defense.
Here will be the quarterback electing to get his own. Who will not get any gain right there.
Arlington trying to push for another touchdown. Normally at this point they're much higher, but they're struggling a bit against these Hamilton Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a struggle here. But seeing Rod Lucas still in the field, it seems like the Tigers have seen greatness from him and have elected him to also start the second quarter. Ooh, and this will be definitely a flag on the play as the ball was not hiked. Oh. The refs will be discussing this one here. But it seems like the refs will not be moving this ball here. And Rod Lucas will keep this one for himself, going up the sideline and getting the touchdown, Tigers! See the lights going off here.
Tigers definitely performing how they've been expected to compared to these past two. We've got a replay for you guys of that touchdown.
Oh yeah, and here's a quick little replay. Rod Lucas coming up the sideline and he easily gliding his way into the touchdown. Another huge touchdown. After that first touchdown, it seems like the Tigers really found their stride.
Tigers getting a little off put by that beginning with the Hamilton Wildcats. Definitely putting up a fight, but they've seemed to figure out the Wildcats a little bit and are definitely putting a show. Got the Hamilton Wildcats on the sideline. The Tigers warming up a little bit to kick that ball.
Here will be the Tigers.
Got
kicking
95 Tigers. Tyson Miller, sophomore.
A really young kicker, but has definitely seen a lot of great performances from him. He hasn't missed a single point after attempt. A little bit of split kick right there. And huge hits from the Tigers right there.
We've got a replay of that kick there. The sophomore kicking the ball, getting caught by number 9 Hamilton, but getting pushed down by that Arlington defense.
Yeah, that was a great way from number 9 to make sure that that ball did not come out loose. That was a huge hit from the kickoff team right there. Here comes out the Hamilton Wildcats offense again. See if they can drive downfield. They've definitely been a little bit more run heavy here. See if they can get some maybe passes, get some. You definitely see that the Tigers are definitely loading up the box, but this won't be a run outside. Be tackled. Carson Kelly making that tackle right there. One of the seniors for the Tigers.
Carson Kelly definitely being a force to be reckoned with. He's got offers from multiple colleges. He's been playing football for about 8 years now, and he's definitely a star when it comes to the Arlington Tigers football team.
Yeah, he was one of the captains tonight, and he has had great success in football. As being a captain, he also signals the team. Here's a quick little handoff from the Wildcats. They will be stopped, only about gaining 3 yards right there. Here will come 3rd and about 12. Another long 3rd down for the Wildcats. See if they can convert here from this far out.
We've got number 74, Wildcats defense. We've got a sophomore there. Coach definitely wanted to highlight him because even though he's a sophomore, he's a very big guy and definitely great force for their defense team.
Yeah, that boy is corn-fed. He's really big. He definitely is he can definitely move some people. Number 2 dropping back here, electing to run it himself, and he will find that 1st down and more. Juke upfield.
Number 2 from Hamilton, Detroit Lawson.
That was great right here. Here's a little replay. You can see it. He looks upfield. He gets a little pressure, and he goes straight up, electing it, and he breaks a tackle right there. You can see then he gets tackled. Great stop from the defense from the Tigers, making sure that he doesn't get a touchdown right there. That was definitely a great run, and exactly what they needed on that long 3rd down right there.
Hamilton is definitely putting a fight up towards these Arlington Tigers, not being scared of a larger Tiger team.
Yeah, the Wildcats having a great time. Oh, and it'll be dropped, but number 2 will stay on his field, breaking some tackles, juking, doing anything he can to make sure he gets a little bit of gain right there. There will be a flag on the play, and they'll be holding on the offense, which will be a horrible, horrible loss right there. Be 10 yards back now. Be 1st down and 20. It's really bad to see because these Wildcats have really wanted to get their 1st touchdown tonight. And they definitely have the heart.
Especially with their coach. We spoke to him earlier, and he really had good beliefs for his team. He was really confident in his players and their ability to play football, even though they're a little bit inexperienced. Definitely shows that they've got a heart when it comes to playing.
The number 70 on the Wildcats. I've heard some things from the players on about the Tigers. Oh, here's another handoff up the outside. Electing to get some contact right there. Trying to run through some people. That'll be a little bit of a gain of 5 yards right there.
We've got a replay of that here with Hamilton passing that back and trying to get through that Arlington Tiger defense and moving up a bit, but eventually getting stopped. Terry Gibson, number 1.
Getting that run right there.
A lot of back and forth between these Tigers and Wildcats.
A little bit of motion here. Be a high snap right there. Number 2 electing to get it by himself though, juking upfield. But there will be a flag on the play again.
Hamilton's number 2 is definitely doing really well tonight. Detroit Lawson, their quarterback.
There'll be another holding called on the Wildcats, which is just devastating to see for the Wildcats here. Getting that nice little run and then it getting called back again. These folks are now about 2nd and 25 away.
Got a replay of that number 2, Detrell Lawson, moving up.
A little
But
bit of
eventually
contact.
getting stopped by those Arlington Tigers.
A little bit of contact from the team. And he almost basically got tackled by his own teammate right there. Definitely a little bit of miscommunication. Oh, number 2 electing to get it by himself and getting a huge gain right there, about 15 yards. Getting him to, again, about that 3rd and 10 right there. But just not enough for the Wildcats.
Hamilton's number 2 is definitely running for that touchdown. I mean, he's definitely putting in the effort, moving that ball up, trying to dodge that Arlington defense, but eventually getting stopped.
Wildcats quarterback really trying to stay in that pocket as long as he can, but it starts getting a little collapsed, and he has to kind of up through the hole and try to get that first down. Here you can see another trying to pass, but that'll be a big sack for the Tigers right there. Number 16. Jaron Jackson Jr., a player who got player of the game last time. That'll up his sacks to 3 for this season. Just great to see that young man really be able to.
Almost hitting 3 minutes left on the clock. We've got Tigers at 14 and Wildcats still at 0. We've got a replay of that here. Hiking back to number 2, moving forward, but getting stopped by the Arlington defense again.
Jaron Jackson Jr., even though he is only a sophomore, he has definitely had an amazing time as a defensive end, getting around the offensive end and making sure that he can get that sack or tackle for a loss, whatever the Arlington Tigers need from him. But that will be called back again. It'll be 4th down. And about 18 for the Wildcats here. The long 4th, as that was a delay of game called on them. See if the Wildcats can maybe convert here. Huge pass downfield. Oh, and the Wildcats, even though that pass was in the end zone, it was incomplete.
Definitely upset to those Wildcats, but definitely showing they can get to that end zone. They have the ability to. They just need to complete that catch in order to get that point. Getting that toss, but not catching it. Number 84 jumping a little too early to get that ball, getting a little upset about it. That's definitely okay.
And Antonio Selman, just really sad to see. I mean, they took that shot. They took that shot downfield. It's unfortunate that they could not come on top on that play. Rod Lucas continuing to stay in this game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Tigers up 14. Here's some motion, a hike. Number 8, a jet sweep right here. That will be tackled behind the line for a little bit of a tackle for a loss right there. Just really unfortunate to see. That is actually your other quarterback, Jack Tidwell, who got that. Here's a quick little replay. You can see Rod Lucas giving it to other quarterback, Jack Tidwell, trying to go upfield, but unfortunately not able to. It's really interesting to, Now, something I think the Tigers might do, which I'm calling it early, they might do a little bit of a trick play here to quarterback. You can see Jack Tidwell getting this receiving, and he'll try to go upfield. It might not be able to go very far, but will almost get that first down. Be about 3rd and inches. Well, actually, no, it will be 1st down. See Jack Tidwell, your junior quarterback, your other quarterback, but he's in the game right now, and I'm expecting to see some trickery right here. Probably maybe a little flea flicker. Rod Lucas electing to take this one by himself. We'll get past the 50 into the 49 of the Wildcats territory.
We've got a replay of that, of the Arlington Tigers trying to stop Hamilton, but eventually getting stopped around the 50.
There'll be a timeout by the refs.
With a little bit less than 22 minutes left on the clock of the second quarter, we've got Tigers at 14 and Wildcats still at 0. Got the Wildcats head coach over there talking to his team.
Giving some inspiration, definitely, as the players huddle around him. Here will come out the teams. Both sides of defense have done really amazing. Would you say that that is probably the key aspects of the game so far?
Definitely. When it comes to defense, the Arlington Tigers and the Hamilton Wildcats, it's definitely a game of who has stronger defense, trying to stop those touchdowns and gaining more points when it comes to that. Arlington passing number 14, Luke Turner.
Getting some contact right there. Not getting knocked down. You can definitely see Luke Turner, a junior, is pretty strong for a wide receiver. Just running through one of their players. But will be tackled out of bounds, or will elect to go out of bounds.
A little less than 2 minutes on the clock. Arlington still hasn't scored anything. Surprising considering their last 2 games. They're normally higher up.
Nice little gain right here for Jackson Flowers.
Got a flag down on the field.
See what the head ref in the white cap can say about this one here. See Jackson Flowers and Rod Lucas right there. Jackson Flowers, that junior wide receiver, he has gotten 2 touchdowns so far this season. He's done an amazing job as a wide receiver, getting that first game, getting the first touchdown of the season for the Tigers, and then the second game getting another touchdown.
Got a replay of that passing to number 1, Jackson Flowers, but eventually getting stopped on the 20.
Here will be the Tigers. See if they can get their 3rd touchdown so far this game. Nice little screen pass right here. It'll be Nick Anderson. Ooh.
Getting a little rough there.
Yeah, but this play will be called dead a little bit early here. And it seems like before the play began, it seems like one of the coaches elected to use their timeout. It'll be the Wildcats who called that timeout.
With almost a minute left on the clock of this half, we've got Arlington mainly struggling with the Hamilton Wildcats defense. Struggling a little to get those touchdowns, but got in a few. But let's see how they do in the next half after this one.
Yeah, there will be still a minute on clock, though. So, dumping in the red zone, only needing to get 9 yards.
We've got the student section out. Blue Crew definitely showing up and showing out when it comes to camo. It's first responders night for Arlington.
Yeah, Coach Jeb Jones talking to his offense here. It seems like the Wildcats defenses are already taking the field, waiting for the Tigers. Maybe that's a little bit of a mental strategy right there. Telling the Tigers that they're ready for them to come.
Bit of a challenge trying to stop them from that touchdown. Added some time on that clock.
Rod Lucas finding the guy, and he'll get a touchdown for the Tigers.
Getting a little squash on the touchdown, but definitely excited. Luke Turner.
Luke Turner definitely being your man for tonight. He has had great receptions, kickoff, everything like that. I told you he was definitely going to get a touchdown tonight. As only being a junior, he has been a really great job so far for the Tigers. It'll be the point after attempt, and it'll be
number 95, the kicker, sophomore Tyson Miller.
It'll be good for the Tigers, making this game 21-0.
With still almost a minute left on the clock.
Tigers getting 3 touchdowns this quarter alone. Actually, from the first quarter, did you expect this game to be a little bit more closer?
Yes, definitely. With the first quarter, was definitely a surprise. Probably the Arlington Tigers trying to get a little accumulated when it comes to the Wildcats defense.
Here's a quick little replay of that. You see, quick little turn up. Rod Lucas finding the open man right there. He'll get that easy little touchdown for Luke Turner.
The lights going insane for the Tigers. Still got 95, Tyson Miller trying to kick that ball with still nearly a minute left, almost.
Oh, muffed! And the Tigers will get this ball back! Nice little receiving again. That'll be number 13 getting that ball.
Number 13, Nick Pope getting celebrated by his teammates and coaches. Got a replay of that. Getting kicked by Tyson Miller, and 2 Hamilton Wildcats trying to catch the ball, but eventually getting recovered by the Tigers.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication right there from the Wildcats. They just unable to really get that ball. And unfortunately, will be muffing that ball, and Tigers will have the ball.
Definitely, when it comes to miscommunication, it's definitely a killer in this game. Struggling to get that ball.
Rod Lucas taking a shot right there. Well, unfortunately, not going to be able to connect with Luke Turner again. Quick little replay. Rod Lucas, trying to find that, but just unfortunately, just a little bit underthrown right there. Seems like a wide receiver definitely got the ball lost in the lights right there. You see Rod Lucas here again, trying to set up a play. It'll be only a minute and 10 seconds for you folks. It'll be number 1, Jay Flowers, going upfield, trying to get some yardage, but unfortunately not being able to.
That Hamilton Wildcats defense right there was a bit like a wall. We've got a replay of that. Jackson Flowers trying to get through, getting that ball, but trying to get past that 30, but just getting absolutely stopped by that Hamilton Wildcats defense.
Yeah, definitely a lot of screen passes from this Tigers offense so far. Here's Rod Lucas electing to get it by himself, and he's going to keep on going. More past the first down line. It will be tackled.
Little less than a minute. Arlington Tigers with 21 and Hamilton with 0. Hamilton just trying to stop Arlington from getting any more points this half. Got a replay of that. Tigers trying to go through. Eventually getting stopped by that Hamilton defense. But struggling.
Rod Lucas really athletic. He plays both basketball and football. It has been a great starter for both teams. As only being a sophomore, he's made a huge impact for this team.
Got Coach Jeb Jones talking to his team right there.
Coach Jeb Jones being also a great addition to this team.
Got Hamilton Wildcats
all huddled up, listening to their team.
Their
You can see
coach
there.
explaining a play.
So it seems as if the coach hasn't really implemented maybe play calling and has been telling his team to, with these timeouts, what plays to run. It is a new staff completely, though, as all the coaches, maybe it's not their first time teaching or coaching, but it is their first time. Ooh, and that'll be a incomplete pass right there for the Tigers. But as I was saying, the Hamilton coaches are almost all new.
Got a replay of that. Arlington passing the ball to number 1, Jackson Flowers, but not being able to complete that pass.
Yeah, Jackson Flowers being a little bit upset right there, thinking he completed that pass, but unfortunately not able to. Rod Lucas, though, trying to get it by himself, but he'll get tackled about the 5-4 yard line right there.
Trying to step over some of those defensive players who are throwing themselves at him.
Here's a quick little replay. You see Rod Lucas trying to go upfield right there, but it seems like John Burke missed the tackle right there, getting that big tackle for the Wildcats.
A little less than 50 seconds left on the clock.
Here's Rod Lucas with the snap. We'll have to run out of the pocket, pump fake, and he'll throw it. But it'll be a little overthrown.
Arlington is just trying to scramble for that last touchdown before the half ends.
Unfortunately, not being able to connect there. It'll be a 3rd down and about 5 yards. Them being this close to the end zone, you really want them. And here's that quick replay. Just unfortunately not going to be able to. Number 5 a little bit upset that he overthrew it. That's Brian Morales. He is a senior. I think that would have been his first touchdown of the season. Unfortunately not going to be able to get it. It's a quick little timeout. Let's see if they can talk this one over and and secure this touchdown here.
Lots of discussion between these two teams on trying to decide what they're trying to do with the Tigers so close to a touchdown, showing they have the ability to have a touchdown, but not being able to complete a pass in the end zone.
See Coach Jones talking to his team right here. Seems like Nick Anderson will be sidelined here, though. Number 10, and out to the field, Rod Lucas. Such a great starting quarterback for the Tigers. Being so young and athletic, it's really good to see some good young talent coming onto the field.
About 36 seconds left on the clock. The Arlington Tigers are just trying to find a flag on the play, but they're just trying to find a touchdown there.
See what the head ref will say about this one. And it'll actually be elected on the defense. The Wildcats will be marching this one up the field for the Tigers here. And I believe it's either 5 yards or it's half to the end zone. It's half to the end zone. Here's a quick little run up the gun, and that'll be a touchdown for the Arlington Tigers again.
Got Rod Lucas just presenting that ball to the ref. He's got a replay of that touchdown there from the Arlington Tigers from Rod Lucas, the sophomore quarterback. Got a replay of that. Just deciding to just walk through, being really nonchalant about that, giving it to the ref.
He didn't even celebrate that one. Yeah, he was just expecting that one, I guess. Rod Lucas. Just that little point after attempt. That'll be another completion. Tyson Miller has not missed a single point after attempt this season so far.
On the clock, it's been about 30 seconds elapsed, but still a lot has happened within that 30 seconds. Got Hamilton Wildcats on the side, and sophomore Tyson Miller practicing his kick a little bit.
Here will be the kickoff for the Tigers here.
30 seconds left on the clock. Hamilton trying to find that ball, but getting stopped around the 35.
He muffed again, and the Tigers will receive the ball again. These squid kicks are killing the Wildcats as they are not able to secure the ball.
Hamilton Wildcats are struggling to find the ball when it gets launched into the air. Bit of confusion there, but the Arlington Tigers know exactly where it's going, trying to get that ball and eventually getting it.
Yeah, Tyson Miller being able to elect to put that ball right in that area has been a killer for the Wildcats. I think what the Wildcats need to work on a little bit here is maybe getting a formation to have a player in that part of the zone, or just work on that recovery real quick. That'll probably be one of the main talking points of this Wildcats, the kickoff receiving team. The Tigers offense coming out again. Only about 35 yards to go. Let's see if they can get another touchdown here.
Got Coach Jeb Jones on the sideline there.
He has led this team to 2 wins already, and it has been 2 outstanding wins. Oh, here's a deep pass. Nick Anderson, that receiver.
Getting caught and going for a touchdown, Tigers, with little less than 20 seconds left on the clock for this half. Arlington Tigers have been getting...
Here's a quick little replay. Rod Lucas looking down deep. He'll throw it. Nick Anderson being able to receive that. And those 2 players right there are actually also basketball teammates. 2 great basketball players and 2 great football players. Nick Anderson actually number 11 in receiving yards so far for the whole state of Tennessee. That'll be his 3rd touchdown this season. The kick will be blocked though. And the Wildcats will be able to deny the Tigers a point here.
That was the first time in the Tigers season so far that their kick into the end goal has been stopped.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. It'll be the first time Tyson Miller has missed. Well, blocked and blocked.
Got the Tiger on the screen there.
You can also see that he's in the theme right there.
Got a replay of that. Getting blocked.
I mean, that is great from the Hamilton's defense right there, being able to get around that corner and diving onto that ball to make sure that they do not get an extra point. Seems like the ball to be kicked will be reselected, as they probably had a passing ball. In football, coaches usually bring out 3 types of balls. One a little bit more scuffed than the others.
Little bit less than 20 seconds left on the clock. They've definitely been slowing down that clock. Arlington Tigers getting hype for that kick.
Another squid kick. You can see a little bit of confusion. Number 33 getting it. He be called immediately, not going to be able to go anywhere forward. But number 33 getting that ball. It's amazing.
Number 33, Trey Mara, sophomore.
And he's a defensive back. It's amazing to see the Tigers get some of these young bloods back into the field. really give them some experience.
Got a replay of that. Hamilton Wildcats a little struggling to find that ball, but we've got number 33. Haven't seen much of him this season, but definitely making a good first impression of being on the field.
Here's Rod Lucas coming out again for the Tigers. That is actually the third time that the Tigers have been able to get a kickoff back. Third time in a row. It's the fourth time of this game, though. Oh, this play will be called dead. Number 8, Jack Tidwell right there, though. Getting the ball. To be honest, if it had to be any play right there, I would have said that play would have been trickery right there. Hopefully they run it again because I really want to see it. As long as Rod Lucas laterals the ball, or has ball, and he puts it in the back, towards the back of him, Jack Tidwell can actually elect to pass the ball downfield. That went on the Wildcats. And here's Jack Tidwell. What'd I say? He's looking downfield. Number 5 trying to get it, but that'll be pass
getting
interference.
Caught by number 5, Brian Morales. Brian Morales trying to find that touchdown, but not being able to. Little less than 10 seconds on the clock. We've got a replay of that throw. Looking for it, but number 2 from Hamilton stopping him.
And I told you.
Got a flag on that play too.
I told you he was gonna do it. I knew it. I literally called it.
Hamilton's T'Challa Lawson has definitely been keeping the Tigers on their toes. Coach said from Hamilton that he'd definitely be a key player today in this game.
But that will be a 15-yard penalty, as that was pass interference on the defense, as they did not make a play on the ball, but on the player. And here's Rod Lucas scrambling out of the pocket, throwing down deep. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that'll be the end of this half. We've got a replay of that last touchdown, putting the Tigers to 40, making up what they did not get in the first quarter. Really impressive getting all that in one quarter, getting passed all the way to Jackson Flowers. Definitely a player, key player when it comes to the Arlington Tigers.
You know, a really great wide receiver, but here's Tyson Miller. Here's Tyson Miller going for the point after attempt.
We've got Hamilton at 0 and Arlington at 44 halftime. We'll be back after these short messages.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yes.
Todd's a joy.
Yes,
Todd
he is.
really is a great joy.
I love him.
You and you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Coach, some people looked at it as a challenge because of the kind of the record the last couple of years. And I've had people tell me like, oh, you can't win at Arlington, and that's kind of a challenge for myself. I want to put myself in those situations. Having a guy come in that has no basketball experience or no football experience, has a lot of basketball experience. I pride myself as a coach of being able to get guys ready to play.
Thanks to Coach Jones and all the hard work in the offseason, the quarterback is starting to read defenses like a well-seasoned basketball court general.
I didn't get to experience the last head coach, but I'm glad he's my head coach because he makes everything easier. He makes a game at first when I first started, it was very hard to learn the plays and all, but he made it very easy.
You may see Lucas as someone who is inspired by competition, whether it's on the court or on the gridiron. But the multi-sport athlete is fueled by family.
My mom, not really only my mom, but mainly my mom does a lot for me. So, when I get older, I want to give everything back to her.
What most people don't see is he's up at every single middle school practice because his cousin's on the middle school team. So he's at all the practices. He helps out. He's around. The middle school kids see him. But it kind of goes back to that family aspect. Like he's supporting his cousin in something that he wants to do, playing football. And, that's always great. Kids that have a great family is awesome to see.
In Arlington, I'm Caleb Chandler.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes.
I knew that St. Jude was a children's hospital for cancer and hematology. I knew that no one ever received a bill from St. Jude, but I in no way understood the scope of how amazingly and how completely they take care of their patients and their families.
Join the battle to save lives by supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Here at St. Jude, you don't ever have to worry about how much treatment costs. You never get a bill, ever, for any of it.
They make it so that our only battle and our only concern is taking care of him and making him comfortable, and making sure that we're there to support him in every way. Any other concern that we could have, St. Jude took care of completely.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
I was a quarterback at Arlington High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Able earlier this week to talk to the new soccer head coach, Coach Cook, about the season and his transition becoming the soccer coach. Here's a quick word from him. Welcome back, Tigers. I'm here with head coach, Coach Cook. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks.
All right. You're the new soccer coach. What are some opening season plans that you've implemented, some practices, ideas, and everything like that?
So I think a lot of what we've done so far has just been getting to know each other for myself and the players and all of that, kind of learning what they've done in the past, what they're kind of bringing in, what kind of soccer knowledge and skills and stuff like that they're bringing in. Because, you know, I approach this as a teacher, and as a teacher you kind of have to take the students and the players where they are and build from that. I can't come in with an assumption that they know this or that. I have to kind of take them where they are. So it's just, so far has been a kind of a getting to know each other, me getting to know them kind of starting to learn a little bit about what it is that I'm going to be asking of them, that sort of thing.
Got you.
Yeah.
And more about you.
Yeah.
What's your background of soccer and everything?
So I started playing when I was very young, and just absolutely loved it. I don't know if it was because this was pre-ADD sort of diagnoses, but I don't know if it was because of that, because there's no timeouts, it's just constant action. But I just fell in love with the game. I love to run, and so I think that my pre-teen years and teenage years, just about everywhere I went, I had a soccer ball at my feet or a tennis ball at my feet, pretending that was a soccer ball. So I started doing that, playing when I was very young, and played, you know, at the first kind of what we would call club teams now, competitive club teams. I was around when the first one was kind of brought to Memphis, and played on that. Just had a wonderful experience with that. And then when I graduated high school, my father and I decided to coach a team together. And so we coached another one of those club teams together, and that really got me into coaching. And I just fell in love with it. It was my way to kind of stay in touch with the game. Still kind of played a little bit on the side in the men's league and stuff like that, but just kind of fell in love with the coaching aspect and the teaching aspect of it. So.
Got you. And then with all the coaching and everything like that, what made you exactly pick Arlington?
That's a great question. So, Arlington is, I think Arlington is ripe to really start to come onto the scene and sort of explode in the community. We've got a great base here with its own competitive club that's kind of housed out of the Arlington and the Lakeland area, very much like Collierville has and like Germantown has. They've always kind of had that stuff too. Arlington has got that, and it's just growing. The sport is growing here. The awareness of the sport is growing here as well. And so, for some of my club players kind of came through Arlington. I've known some of the past coaches, and have kind of watched from admiring them and watching them kind of develop the program. And so when the opportunity came up for me to kind of take the helm and see where I could take it, I just kind of had to jump at it. So.
Got you. And then yesterday I heard that you're going to build a franchise here. What does that look like here?
So, for me, what I want to do is I want people, when they think of Arlington High School, I want them to recognize, soccer as a successful part of the program and a successful part of the school. Coming from some of my background is coaching in some private schools, and I know and I've learned kind of through the years that that players kind of tend to, that's part of what they're choosing when they're choosing a school, is they're not just choosing the academics, although the parents would probably love for them to just choose just the academics, but they're also choosing where their friends go to school, and they're choosing where there could be potential opportunities for, college and that sort of thing. And so playing on a good high school team where they can play with their friends, be a part of the school community, represent their school in a really positive way that is competitive and fun and challenging and can kind of help them get into college or maybe the colleges that they're choosing. I want to really build that here. And so when I say kind of build a franchise program, it's just sort of a program that has its own unique identity that people in the community recognize. as, you know, if you're a soccer player, you don't want, particularly if you're a soccer player and you live in the area, you don't have to go to a private school here or there. You can come to Arlington and do that here. Yeah.
And then, while we're on that topic, about success, what exactly do you want to see on the field from the players, and what do you want to see off the field from the players?
So a lot of people would define success as just winning, and certainly it is a part of that. If we were to just say winning doesn't matter, I think it is a little bit naive. Certainly winning does matter, but it's not all that matters. And so to me, what I really want to do is, like I said, we have a lot of players that just want to play in high school and they have no ambitions to play, in college or beyond. But we do have some players that do. And so what I would want to do is build an environment that develops those players to help, every player that we have be able to reach whatever level in the game that they want to reach. If they want to go on and play in college, then great. If they want to go beyond that, then great. We have a unique opportunity as high school coaches. We have them 4 to 5 days a week, couple hours a day. So you can really build the repetition, and if you really take advantage of that time, you can really develop players' skills and develop good habits. And there can be a whole lot of learning that can happen that way, rather than having just a couple of practices a week or 3 practices a week where there's several days in between. You can get a lot done 4 to 5 days a week for 3 months if you really take advantage of the time, and so we want to do that.
Riley Herber's out with an ACL tear, I believe.
Last year she was, yeah.
What do you see from, is she coming back this season?
Oh yeah, she's been back. Riley has been fantastic. She's really kind of been an inspiration. So I actually had an ACL injury myself, and I'll say from my own experience that the recovery from that is really more mental than it is physical. After the surgery, once the grafts start to heal and start to, you get to a point to where your knee's fine, but up here you don't really realize that. To you, in your brain, you're still hurt, you're still injured, and so it's really difficult to overcome that sometimes. Usually can take several months to be able to really get to that. She came straight on, just full force, would have never even known that she had an injury, and that's really a testament to her and who she is, as a person, her determination, and she's been a fantastic player for us.
Arlington being in one of the toughest divisions, the AAA Division 15, how do you expect to really go through the matchups and the coaching process and everything like that?
I think that's one of the most exciting things for me about Arlington, is because they are in that top, is particularly in the area, but really in the state as well. They're in the toughest division around. So I think this first year is really going to be just about building that and getting those systems in place to where we provide the opportunity for the kids to kind of just learn what it is we're trying to do, build that chemistry within the team, and then next year we'll just take it a step further and then a step further and onward to greatness, hopefully.
Coach Cook, the new soccer coach for Arlington. They won against South Gibson and won 6-0. Hopefully they can follow up that huge win and can start up a winning streak going forward.
Little mistake on our side. There was a point after attempt around halftime. Arlington with 41 and Hamilton with 0 coming out of this half. It's really interesting how the Tigers and Wildcats
Arlington having an amazing time. That South Gibson game was really good for those soccer ladies tonight. I mean, it was amazing to see those girls play. Winning 6-0. It's back to football. The Tigers actually are above their.
With this half, we're gonna come back after these short messages.
Hey, honey. We we thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
This has been a huge catfight for both teams, Tigers and Wildcats. The Tigers, after these last 3 games, have really seen great first overall halves. They have been over 40 every single half, and they have been in the mercy rule. Mercy rule, you may be wondering, the mercy rule is whenever a team is above 40 points at any time in the game. When that happens, the clock never stops and keeps on rolling. As you see, now the Tigers are actually setting up for a kickoff right here. Got Tyson Miller. What's this kickoff?
Got a kickoff for number 95, Tyson Miller.
Here he goes. Nice little squid kick again, right in that same zone. They'll get another reception. They won't even elect to try to... Oh. Yeah, I'm a little confused about what the Wildcats were doing there. As they have to try to at least try to get the ball there. Here's a quick little replay. You can see Tyson Miller easily putting it back in that little spot, and number 13 going to be able to elect to get that ball. Nick Pope right there. Yeah, the Wildcats, I think, misunderstanding the rules right there. They tried a fair catch and would think that they would get the ball, but that's just not how it works. So the Tigers offense will come out again. Here's Rod Lucas in the third quarter as well.
It's definitely been a star player of the game, being the main mastermind behind these plays.
Ashton, can you talk more about that first 2 games of the season with Jack Tidwell? Oh, actually, number 5 here. You know, a nice little game. But Ashton, can you talk about those first 2 games where Jack Tidwell and Rod Lucas, about their quarterback battle?
Definitely. After this replay of this, got a replay of that. Got Brian Morales, senior wide receiver, here.
Could you talk about that quarterback position a little bit?
Definitely. With these past 2 games, they've definitely been showing up and showing out when it comes to how they play, putting in their all. Definitely been a force to be reckoned with when it comes to how they go against these teams.
Here's number 8, the other quarterback, Jack Tidwell, electing to get this by himself and scoring a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play.
Definitely how the Tigers want to start off this first half compared to the second one where they scored 0 points during the first quarter, which was definitely a surprise to the Tigers.
Here's a quick little replay. You can see Rod Lucas connecting with his other quarterback duo. Jack Tidwell, he's going to move up the sideline, but as you can see in that replay as well, there was a block in the back. So the Tigers will not get this touchdown, and it will be brought back.
Definitely a little upsetting to the Tigers, but showing they do have the ability to get a touchdown if played right.
Yeah, definitely an upset. The Tigers right there, but you can see Cameron Johnson getting this ball and will be running up the sideline and will be able to get that first down.
Hamilton being a little disencouraged compared to their last 2 games, losing 40-0, 44-0. With how it is right now, if Arlington scores any more points, they'll be up there with their other losses.
Cameron Johnson coming into this game, Ashlyn, some amazing stats so far. Can you tell us some about that?
He's gotten 51 yards so far this season with 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and he's made a second touchdown this game with 51 yards. He's also had only 8 carries. You can see number 8, Jack Tidwell, also coming up the field, trying to get more yards right here. Not going to go too far, though. Something I'm definitely going to need to ask about this new Arlington Tigers offense. Here's a quick little replay. You see a little quick pass to Jack Tidwell, trying to make some room upfield, but unfortunately not going to be able to get that touchdown. Yeah, but something I'm going to have to talk about these Tigers is Jack Tidwell now being more of a wide receiver than anything, but number 9 coming upfield, going to be able to truck one player and fight his way into the end zone.
Not being able to, very close, but not a touchdown. Kind of disappointing for the Tigers. I mean, they're trying to get past that 50. There's a flag on the field.
Showing just a little too much emotion right there. Kieran Foster, the running back, really upset that he did not get that touchdown. The ref electing to put a personal foul on him for unsportsmanlike conduct. This is a huge penalty loss right there. Getting his emotions getting the better of him right there.
Coach Jeb Jones talking to that ref there, but we got a replay of that. Of
Kieran Foster, and then Jackson Flowers trying to get him out before. Yeah, but that is definitely a sight for sore eyes right there for the Tigers, as they were only inches away from getting that touchdown. Here's the Tigers offense coming out after that 15-yard penalty. Coach Jones, definitely not the greatest way to see your player, is talking to the refs bad.
Definitely a big no-no when it comes to sportsmanship. I mean, Jeb Jones really tries to hone down on being a good player and how that equates to being a good person too. So possible talking to later about talking to the refs like that.
Coach Jones definitely does. He doesn't only see his players as players, he also views them as students and people outside of football. And he likes to try to build character, as he has said multiple times. The offense being a little confused here. Coach Jones will be talking to the ref. Number 5, Brian Morales.
He's tried to get a couple touchdowns this game, but not being able to. Be interesting how he plays for the rest of this game. Being a senior, it's definitely worthwhile trying to get some touchdowns to end your football career.
Yeah, Brian Morales not being able to play this play right here for some reason. They're gonna have to bring in number 85 for the Tigers here. Jaden Howard, who is only a sophomore wide receiver. There'll be a huge gain right there for Jackson Flowers. But there will also be a flag in the backfield.
Lots of flags being thrown this game, especially on the Tigers side.
Seems like roughing the passer on the defense. Which is just not good for the Wildcats right there. See right here. Nice little catch right there from Jackson Flowers coming up the sideline, but unfortunately getting tackled right there. The offense a little slow to move towards the ball here, though. Actually, it seems like the tempo has died down so far. Do you think the Tigers are getting a little tired here?
Definitely. Compared to their past 2 games of winning and kind of blowing through the defense, the Wildcats are definitely putting up a fight when it comes to this. Got a touchdown from the Tigers. Exactly what Arlington is looking for. With 5 minutes on this quarter and a whole other quarter left, they may be able to break 50 points with Hamilton still scoring nothing.
See Rod Lucas with this replay. See him getting it by himself, that Wildcat formation, reaching outward and getting that touchdown. Here's the point after attempt. Be straight through.
Number 95, Tyson Miller, only a sophomore, is definitely showing his kicking ability. Only not getting a point when his kicks are blocked. He's definitely showing his accuracy and power through his kicks.
Here's Arlington's sideline. Definitely not too excited, not too much movement there, but definitely a lot. But you can see that the Tigers definitely have a man advantage on the Wildcats here. You can see both teams, not too much movement, but huge man advantage for the Tigers.
Got Tyson Miller up again kicking. Definitely a powerhouse when it comes to that. Arlington Tigers getting pumped up for this play. Hamilton Tigers getting ready, trying to do their best when it comes to defense.
See if they can recover the ball this time. Number 2 will elect to just fair catch this one. And the Wildcats will start at the 32-yard line.
Got a replay of that. Tyson Miller kicking the ball, and number 2 deciding to catch it and keep it. Hamilton Wildcats definitely getting a little exhausted. I mean, compared to the Arlington Tigers, I mean, Tigers and Wildcats in real life and in football teams, the Wildcats are a little smaller compared to the Tigers, but they're definitely putting up a fight when it comes to defense. A little discussion on the field here of plays.
It's definitely good to see Tigers defense back out here. It's probably why the offense was so gassed. Here's number 2 electing to get it by himself. We'll get about 8 yards on that play right there.
Number 2, the Hamilton quarterback. Jack Detrell Lawson. Detrell Lawson is definitely being a powerhouse when it comes to this game. I mean, Hamilton coach highlighted him as one of his key players when it comes to going against the Arlington Tigers.
Being that starting quarterback, you definitely have to be good to try to make it down on this team. Here he goes, trying to get another quick little yard gainage. We'll get about 5 yards right there, securing the first down. Here's a quick little replay of this. You can see he just goes straight through the gap, running into some of his own men. Then you can see Jaron Jackson Jr. actually being able to get into there, being able to secure that tackle right there.
Definitely demonstrating his ability to be a defensive player. Got less than 2 minutes on the clock. This quarter's gone by quickly. Arlington at 48, Hamilton still at 0. This game of Hamilton trying to be a powerhouse when it comes to the defensive. Hamilton not catching that ball.
Deep throw right there. Just not going to be able to complete that pass. Seems like the Wildcats were trying to get an offensive interference, but not there. See a little replay right here. Throws it straight downfield. He was really trying to get that, but just not enough contact for that pass interference.
Number 84, a bit of a smaller player for Hamilton. Antonio Salmon has definitely been playing very well this game.
Yeah, he's been all over the ball recently. Oh, just another bad snap. It seems like he actually hesitated for a second, but will try to still get to that line of scrimmage, and he will, so making sure that there is no gain or loss for the team right there. That is definitely great charisma right there.
Got the clock running out. We got a replay of that, trying to get the ball through number 2 from Hamilton, but not being able to. Got the clock a little less than 40 seconds left of the quarter, 30 seconds.
Trell Lawson really having determination to try to keep this game still alive. He shoots downfield, but not able to connect with his wide receiver.
He tries to shoot that ball. Clock still running, around 15 seconds left, almost 10 seconds left.
That will seem like that will be the end of the third quarter. With Arlington up 48, Hamilton still 0. And here's our next webcast, all going to start at 7 p.m. And on Friday night, we got Ridgeway, Colorville, and Cordova these next coming up weeks.
Ridgeway being the Arlington Tigers homecoming game. So definitely a really exciting game coming up. And some big ones, Collierville and Cordova.
Yeah, Colorville will definitely be a tough game for the Tigers, as I have actually heard a lot of the players talking about how that is going to be a huge game to see how great this team really will be. Colorville having a 4-star and a 2-star on their team, and many other ranked players. So that will definitely be a great game, the Tigers versus the Dragons. And then Cordova later on in the season, also another great matchup, and another one you definitely want to stay tuned, AHS Tiger Life. Here we'll start the fourth quarter.
Last quarter of the game. Arlington will try to possibly break 50 points. They haven't been able to these past 2 games, but that'll definitely be a goal for them. Hamilton trying to play a game of defense at this point. Kick from Hamilton.
The punts.
Number 9 trying to find that ball and get it.
And it seems like they thought they were going to recover for the offense, because he jumped straight on that ball. He was very excited, instead of letting it roll a little bit further into the Tigers' territory. You see Coach Jones in the offense starting up here. It seems like Rod Lucas will be electing to take a break here. Give the new quarterback a look at this offense.
When we spoke to Coach Johnson earlier, he said it's not really a game of who wins or loses, but what the players do in the game that really counts. And they're definitely bringing a lot of effort when it comes to it.
Here's Jack Tidwell taking him by himself. Ooh, and that'll be a big hit for Jack Tidwell. As a quarterback, you don't want to see too much contact. So that is a huge hit he just took there, but he seems unfazed.
Got a replay of that. Jack Tidwell trying to get through that defense, but getting hit by Hamilton. Again, really a game of defense. We got number 12 of Hamilton and being really ecstatic about that tackle.
Yeah, even though the score is 48-0, it seems like Hamilton is playing the game as if it is still 0-0. Just trying to get that experience, trying to get recognized by some colleges. There's probably some recruits in the stands for tonight.
Definitely, with Arlington being a bigger school and having recruits looking at them. Great exposure for the Hamilton Wildcats when it comes to football. I mean, they're definitely improving from game to game, trying to chase number 8,
Jack Tidwell,
from the Arlington Tigers.
Yeah, that will be a huge run, but it will actually be called back, I think, here because there is a flag. You can see what the white hat says about this one. It'll be holding on the offense. Very unfortunate for the Tigers. As I was saying earlier in this game, it seems like every single time that the Tigers get a huge running play, it always gets called back. Here's a quick little replay. You can see Jack Tidwell coming up the sideline, really digging down, digging deep, moving those legs. Unfortunately, gonna be tackled. And it'll also be brought back, which is just so upsetting to see.
Definitely, when you put in all that effort to make a good run and it gets called, it's definitely disappointing, but definitely a showcase of what you're capable of.
Here'll be Jack Tidwell with the snap.
Jack Tidwell, getting stopped by Hamilton, trying to move forward. Number 14 on Hamilton. In their first touchdown of Hamilton's season. Very exciting for them. Number 44 from Hamilton.
And that is a big moment for Hamilton. Number 44, you can see her from this little replay, trying to do a little screen pass, but number 44 being right there. And you can see him, he keeps on going, he keeps on going.
But there was a flag on the play, a little bit upsetting for the Hamilton Wildcats.
That is so sad to see. Is it probably one of their biggest goals coming into this game was really just to see those few first points.
Trying to show how they've been improving in their plays, but definitely a good look for them being able to go get that possible touchdown. Celebrating, but not being able to flag down on the field. Got Arlington Tigers posing up in front of the camera.
They're having fun out there for sure.
At the end of the day, football is a game meant to be enjoyed. Definitely shown here with the Arlington Tigers.
And that will be called back for the Hamilton Wildcats. So upsetting to see for them.
A little less than almost 7 minutes left of the quarter in game. Arlington still at 48 and Hamilton 0. Almost with a touchdown, but unfortunately not. Hamilton hasn't scored anything this season, but they're definitely looking for a possible touchdown. Be interesting to see if they possibly score anything tonight and in future games.
Good referee making some hand gestures that I've never seen before, but I think it will be Hamilton's ball.
We've got the Arlington band out here showing up with some dances. Macarena over here, definitely showing how excited they are. 6 minutes, they're definitely looking to break 50 with that score.
Seems like Hamilton will have this ball are slowly getting towards that line. Definitely a little sad to see that they did not score their first points there. It's definitely upsetting. Seems like this play will be called dead here though, as it will be a timeout called for the Wildcats. Definitely just adjusting, you know, having all that excitement, that adrenaline rush of getting a touchdown, then it being called back, that can be just a huge adrenaline dump and really get this team knocked out of that determination that they had this whole time through. But with only 5 minutes and 30 seconds, hopefully we can see the Wildcats try to make an appearance into that end zone. See
number 12, Carson Kelly, is star player on the team. A lot of discussion going on how they're going to end this game.
And here comes out both teams. I will say, this lineup on both lines here, the Wildcats O-line looks a lot bigger than our D-line, than the Tigers D-line. The O-line has really been able to protect that QB.
Number 13 there, Arlington, Nick Pope, senior. Got a replay of that. Hamilton getting almost caught by number 13 on Arlington.
Nick Pope strapping him up as he's saying out of the field. Unfortunately not coming down with the interception. It'll be a bad snap. Number 2 will try to find some yardage here. He's going upfield still, and seems like Carson Kelly right there will make the tackle.
Got a little less than 5 minutes of the game.
Here's a replay. You can see that number 2 trying to go to the sideline, trying to make some yards up there, but Carson Kelly easily going to wrap him up and get him to the ground. Carson Kelly being one of your defensive captains of tonight, he has really done a great performance for these Tigers as he has stepped up in a role and he has prospered.
Got number 2 on Hamilton trying to push the ball up, almost getting caught but not, getting stopped by 6 against 6 on Arlington and Hamilton. Very interesting. 6, Arlington, Seth Rice, very promising football player. Multiple offers from colleges, including Johns Hopkins and Carleton College.
Seth Rice definitely being an amazing teammate. Coming into this game, he said he was going to get a pick 6 though, but it has seemed as if he did not get it this game.
Number 6 has not gone in a pick 6.
Here will be the play of the game. Rod Lucas coming scrambling outside, throwing it down deep, and that will be caught from Jackson Flowers. And that was one of the greatest plays I've definitely seen of this game. You see a little bit of celebration afterwards. Just amazing catch, amazing vision out downfield towards the end zone by Rod Lucas right there.
Got stopped at 2 minutes 59 left on the clock. A lot of tension there with the band playing Jaws.
This team's a little slow to get out of the huddle and to the ball.
Maybe a little discouraged from the score, but talked to the coach earlier. He's definitely a motivator when it comes to this game. Had a really positive outlook, whatever it came out of the score.
Even though the Wildcats did come up short during this game, they had a lot of heart. They're a much smaller school than the Tigers, and I'm really hopeful and grateful for this team to find its first points.
Definitely an underdog when it comes to the football in the area. I mean, a lot of promising players. It's really exciting what will come of their season later on.
There's your Arlington Tigers defense coming back out.
Got the band in the student section on the bottom half of the screen.
A lot of movement in the stands right now.
It's Camo Night first responders. We got the dance team out here. Cheer.
Seems like everyone is having a great time in those stands.
Definitely a great thing for Friday Night Lights. We got number 2 on Hamilton trying to make some moves, but just getting stopped by the Arlington defense. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, Detrell Lawson trying to go upfield again right there with another QB run, but unfortunately going to be stopped by the Tigers. That'll be credited for a sack. And that'll actually be a 4th down turnover for the Wildcats. Here will come out the Tigers. Ashton, you said earlier that the Tigers were trying to get over that bump of 50 points, but it seems as if this one will probably just play out. They will probably stay at 48 points unless they try to get another touchdown here.
Yes, definitely possible touchdown. I mean, quarter 2, a lot of points, about 41 points scored compared to the 0 points first quarter. I mean, definitely possible for the Arlington Tigers, but definitely not looking like it, considering we have a little less than 2 minutes left on the clock with Arlington Tigers at 48 and Wildcats still at 0.
Here's a quick little replay. You can see Jack Tidwell electing to run it by himself, getting that QB option, getting a good 9 yards, and it will be 2nd and inches following up. But there's going to be actually an injured Tiger on the field. So this will be an injury timeout, which is why the clock has stopped.
Not seeming like anybody's taking a kneel for the player. However, Hamilton Wildcats definitely seem like they're ready to finish this game out strong.
Ooh. Tal Smith, one of your captains of tonight, injured right now. Actually, to be honest, it just looks like he probably got a cramp. And they're just trying to get that cramp right out. Number 77.
Tal Smith.
Tal Smith. Just trying to stretch that one out. The way they're messing with his leg definitely doesn't seem too horrible.
Seems to be hobbling a little off the field, but definite excitement from the Tigers. I mean, he's walking off the field. Being his senior year, definitely don't want anything too bad to happen to him so he can finish out his football season strong.
Yeah, but he doesn't look too upset. He is actually cracking some jokes, I think, with Coach Jones in the sideline. Some seniority right there from Tal Smith. There's a play. We'll keep on going. It'll be a 1st down for the Tigers.
It's almost a minute left, and Hamilton is still fighting strong to stop these Tigers. Got a replay of that of the Arlington Tigers pushing through. Number 3, Cameron Johnson moving forward. But getting stopped by that Hamilton defense short around the 10. Jack Tidwell passing, trying to go through, but getting stopped around the 5. Clock still running with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Kieran Foster on your screen right now, who is the running back duo of Cameron Johnson.
Due to the mercy rule, it seems like the clock is not stopping.
Seems like that will be the last play of the game as the Tigers elect this one to just run out.
10 seconds left. Really interesting what the Tigers will do. Walking, seems like this game will end.
Great sportsmanship from the Tigers.
Already lining up before the timer even hits 0. We've got 0. Arlington Tigers with 48 and Hamilton with 0. Steady incline in the scores of the Arlington Tigers. First game won against Raleigh Egypt 49-8, and then Arlington Memphis East 49-0. A little bit less than Memphis East, but definitely showing up and being really strong when it comes to this new era of Tigers.
Good night, AHS Tiger Life. We'll catch you next week.